What's up, folks? I'm logging in as Jake Matthews is up against Carlston Harris. He's hunting for a choke. Jake Matthews has pretty much dominated this fight, I would say. Jake is fighting tooth and nail for this rear naked choke. He's dropped Carlston Harris a bunch of times. Harris is hand fighting pretty well. Jake Matthews has beaten the shit out of Carlston Harris this fight, but this is a Jake Matthews is, I think he's going to settle on top for this fight. Maybe he can try and finish with the ground. He can try and mount. If he gets that one left leg over Carlson Harris, he can get the mount. But Carlson Harris is stacked up against the side of the cage, so Jake's leg has nowhere to go. Jake can get in some good elbows here, but Jake is landing some vicious shots, but not quite that finishing shot. I think this is kind of a choke. Come on, Jake. I like Jake Matthews, so I've always liked his technique. He had a good fight against Michael Morales, and he's a talented fighter, no doubt. But he's just not been able to break through. Had an unfortunate loss in his last fight to Neil Magny. Great performance by Jake Matthews. I think he's got this victory. Let's see. Decision win for Jake Matthews. Let's go over some other good performances on this card in the meantime. Just open it up quick. So Jacqueline Amorim beat Loma Lookboom. Rodrigo Vieira beat Zhu Kangji. Angela Hill still getting some victories. That's great to know. I like Angela Hill. Ray to Surya beat Louis Gurul. Cody Haddon beat Aori Chilang. That's a great victory for Cody. Cody, I think he had to pull out of his last fight against, I can't quite recall who, but he had to pull out of his last fight. Jose Enrique Souza beat Ding Bang. Luis Felipe Diaz beat Yi Isak. I think this has not been a great night for Asian fighters. Yeah, Ray to Surya got a win. That's good. But Loma Lukbum was actually a pretty touted women's prospect from Thailand, I believe, and she lost. Alex Perez versus Sue Mudwerji ended in a no contest. And Jake Matthews beat Carlson Harris. So we have Kai Asakura versus Cameron Smotherman coming up. So Kai Asakura is obviously one of the most touted prospects. He's not even a prospect. He's actually one of the most well-known Japanese fighters out there. If Kai Asakura can beat Cameron, this will be a great new start from him at bantamweight. That's gonna be great. Drinking my tea. They're currently showing the preview for the UFC Fight Night card, White House card. Let's see how it looks. Alex Pereira looks very bad, dude, I would say. He'll be considerably slower, I think, in this fight. Let's see what happens. Kai Asakura looks like he's in great shape, man. Looks like he's in great shape. Yeah, man. Cameron Smotherman is coming out of come back after a long time. His last fight was yeah, yeah, right. He went face down during his last weigh-in against who was this? Let's check. Yeah, yeah, right. He was scheduled to fight Ricky Tercios. He was scheduled to fight Ricky Tercios, and he passed out and fell face first right after the weigh-in. I think he did make weight for the fight though. Kaya Sakura making his walkout. He looks much healthier than he has in his past two fights against Pantoja and Tim Elliott. He looks much healthier. Let's see how this goes up for him. I have high hopes for Kai Asakura, man. I think Kai Asakura has just been a little unlucky. Let's go, people. Cameron Smotherman versus Kai Asakura. Good leg kick by Kai Asakura. He's fainting. Good movement by Kai Asakura. Good movement by Smotherman as well. Front kick to the body. Left hook lunges in. Cameron Smotherman catches him with a left hook. Cameron Smotherman double jab doesn't catch him with a good jab by Smotherman. Good jab. Cameron Smotherman really working his jab well in this fight. Kayasakura drops him. Kayasakura catches him. Kayasakura knocks him out. Kayasakura wins this fight. Wins this fight Brutal. No, what a performance. What a performance. Fantastic performance by Kai Asakura. Cameron Spadhuman still out cold. And I don't know where he goes from here. Lost to lost to Ricky Simone. He got he fainted on the way in against Ricky Tercios and now gets knocked out by Kai Asakura. And here's the thing, right? I think he's going to get cut from the UFC because the UFC just cut Daniel Marcos. And Daniel Marcos is probably a way better prospect than Cameron Smotherman ever was. So if they can cut Marcos, they're going to cut Smotherman as well. And yeah, that's the end of his UFC career, I think. Getting knocked out like that, get out of here. And big things for Kai Asakura. I think he's going to get a shot in the top 15 next. He needed this victory. Fantastic performance. Next up, we have Sergey Pavlovich versus Taliesin Teixeira. Let's see how the fight goes. Obviously have Sergey Pavlovich to win that fight. I think he's a much better fighter than Taliesin Teixeira. If you're fighting tooth and nail with fucking Tai Tuivasa, Pavlovich should be able to make easy work of you. And I think he's overall a really good fighter. I think that loss to Tom Aspinall took a bit away from his confidence, but he's great. So who's next for Kai Asakura? Hmm. The winner of Yedez versus Garbrandt? Ricky Simone? Yeah, maybe a Ricky Simone matchup would be great for Kaya Sakura. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Woo! They're showing a preview for Pereira versus Khan. Let's see. Showing all his old fights. I just hope it's not some AI slop as usual.